A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to another edition of Saturday Tech Live. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Monica Waweru. Now, today we are discussing about importance of data analytics in today's world. My guest is joining me live all the way from the capital city of Nairobi. He's going to introduce himself in a while. So meanwhile, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell and also keep the conversation lively on our live chat. We appreciate it so much. To my guests, thank you so much for making time for us. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, Monica.
Yeah, good
How are you
afternoon.
doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm also doing fine.
Yeah, thank you so much for making time for us. You may please introduce yourself to our viewers and tell them what you do.
Okay, my name is Victor Kibisu. I'm a data analyst by profession. Yeah, I think that's all I can say as per now.
Okay. So to start off, what is data analytics?
Yeah, so generally, in the current world, or what you can say right now, that
Mm-hmm.
data is the new oil. What you can say is the new thing that, or the new goal that we have currently for businesses. So data analytics
Mm-hmm.
basically is doing it's the science of getting insights from data, whereby
Mm-hmm.
you have to examine your data and then be
Mm-hmm.
able to present information or getting insights from your data. That's
Okay.
what I understand by data analytics.
So it's like manipulating data to come up with solutions to various issues.
Yeah, sure. So since it's currently or in the current world, data has
Mm-hmm.
increased over the recent years. We
Mm-hmm.
find that data collected is in higher volumes, large volumes. So there's need
Mm-hmm.
for businesses to come up with methods of how they can be able to get insights or maybe information from such
Mm-hmm.
data. Remember, data is just raw facts. We don't know
Yeah.
anything from it. So this
Mm-hmm.
is now where data analytics comes in. Using
Mm-hmm.
specific softwares, now you are able to get insights from data by
Mm-hmm.
using different methods as they come from the statistical methods, which give us
Oh,
a baseline on what is supposed to be done.
okay. So how is data analytics changing the business world?
Oh, wow. So that's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
In Basing from the current world and
Mm-hmm.
the need for businesses to keep up with the other peers or maybe other businesses around, there's need
Mm-hmm.
for us to get insights. There's need for us to be able to check and to know what is going on in the current season. So
Mm-hmm.
in the way that when you have data, you can be
Mm-hmm.
able to you can be able to know the
Mm-hmm.
consumers you're dealing with. You can be able to do what
Mm-hmm.
we call customer analytics, whereby
Mm-hmm.
because most of the time we find that we interact or the businesses interact with the consumers, and you
Mm-hmm.
will want to know what do these consumers want. At some
Mm-hmm.
point, you might find that when you are just browsing online, you might
Mm-hmm.
find that maybe you are asked for you to fill a certain form. That
Mm-hmm.
form is what we call now data collection. You may not be knowing what you are doing. An example is Jumia,
Mm-hmm.
whereby they ask you to fill the form. When you fill
Mm-hmm.
it, they are able
Uh-huh.
now to review, to get the
Mm-hmm.
customer reviews. So with the
Mm-hmm.
with the data, you are able to get insights and you are able to get um, be competitive as compared
Mm-hmm.
to other companies or businesses, because having
Mm-hmm.
data at your fingertips and
Mm-hmm.
having the insights, you can be able to
Mm-hmm.
know what is going on in the
Mm-hmm.
market and be able
Yeah.
to increase your revenue. Remember, the important thing is we have
Mm-hmm.
to increase the revenue. So for us
Yeah.
increasing revenue, we have to know
Mm-hmm.
how to please our customers and how to
Mm-hmm.
come up with products that will be
Mm-hmm.
able to help the customers and also for the customers to be able to retain them for the
Mm-hmm.
current season or
Mm-hmm.
maybe the products that you're producing.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of other benefits of analyzing data to in businesses? You see, we might have clients who have businesses, but they don't carry out data analysis. So you can tell them what is the importance of the benefits that come along with data analytics.
Yeah, so with data analytics, what I can say is that they are missing out a lot. because with
Mm-hmm.
data you are able to understand your customers, you are
Yeah.
able to understand your businesses,
Mm-hmm.
because at some point,
Mm-hmm.
in the current world, most
Mm-hmm.
industries or most companies are switching to data driven decision making, whereby
Mm-hmm.
you make your decisions based on the data. Yes, you might
Mm-hmm.
have the knowledge and
Yeah.
everything, but at some point you need to back it up
Mm-hmm.
with facts or with information that you have gained from the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that you can be able to do is the operations of a
Mm-hmm.
business. You are
Yeah.
able to get such knowledge and be able to know, maybe after you've collected your data, because if you
Yeah.
remember, data analytics can be categorized into four groups. That is
Mm-hmm.
descriptive statistics, diagnostic, whereby descriptive is just asking what happened, or maybe you are trying to look at a certain dimension and asking what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Diagnostics, now whereby you ask why did it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have predictive analytics, whereby you are
Mm-hmm.
able to know, to predict the future, predict maybe the
Mm-hmm.
sales, or maybe what is going to happen. So in the
Mm-hmm.
case whereby you are doing the predictive, you
Uh-huh.
are able to inform the executives or the people in charge, or the investors, be able to tell
Uh-huh.
them that this is what you need to do in future. And with that, you are able uh, to do what we call driven decision
Mm-hmm.
making, because
Yeah.
you are informing the business based on the data.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, for example, you're telling
Mm-hmm.
them in the months of maybe September and October, the sales will
Mm-hmm.
increase, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
they will reduce. So if they'll increase, maybe you'll have to increase the production, maybe of the product that you have. Or if it will
Mm-hmm.
reduce, then you'll have to
Mm-hmm.
limit the
Yeah.
production. Another thing
Mm-hmm.
that you can be able to do is to limit what we call the uh, we have customer analytics, we have fraud detection. Another thing,
Mm-hmm.
because currently you see we have issues with cybersecurity, and
Yeah.
most companies, most banks are able to are losing money, are losing most thing what we call the cost or something like that. So what you have to do with the fraud detection is able to detect if maybe there's a fraudulent transaction going on. So with data analytics, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to, and we're using the algorithms that are available, what we call the big
Mm-hmm.
data
Mm-hmm.
technologies. You'll be able to identify the where maybe there's a fraud, or maybe if there's anything that can be able to make us, maybe, or the company, to lose money, or maybe to lose revenue. Another thing we can talk about is uh, cost, because you'll
Mm-hmm.
be able to understand that if you have the specific analysis of the insights, you'll be able to
Mm-hmm.
know if maybe you're making profits or maybe you're making losses, because you'll be able
Okay.
to compare the cost and the
So,
revenue that you have, the return on investment that you have.
okay. What are some of the tools do businesses need to have for them to carry out with data, to analyze data for their businesses?
So it will depend with the kind of problem that you have. So
Mm-hmm.
in the case where maybe you are trying to do what we call the predictive analytics, you
Mm-hmm.
can use tools like we have R, we have Python.
Mm-hmm.
These are programming languages. But in the
Mm-hmm.
case maybe you are dealing with business, what we call the business analytics or the business intelligence, then you'll
Mm-hmm.
need to have the data visualization tools like Power
Mm-hmm.
BI,
Yeah.
W. These are the most used ones currently in the market, but there are other ones. But the most used ones are Power BI and W. These are business intelligence tools that you can be able to do a visualization, create dashboards, and be able to monitor maybe your return on investment, maybe to monitor the sales of a
Mm-hmm.
current. So you can do what you call automation, whereby you
Mm-hmm.
connect your specific, if it's a database, you connect it
Mm-hmm.
with the specific visualization tools. But
Mm-hmm.
if the business is based on maybe predicting what will happen in future, then you'll have
Mm-hmm.
to use the programming tools like Python,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah.
mostly used. We have R, which are
Mm-hmm.
also giving, they go hand in hand. You can decide to use both of them, or maybe you can decide to base.
Okay. Actually, I'm not even. I don't know. I don't have a clue about those tools, but thanks to you, we have such data engineers out there to help us with with such.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how can data analytics be used to measure the performance of a business?
Yes. So remember the first thing that business wants to do, if it's a
Okay.
profit making
Yeah.
business, they have to. The main thing we're focusing on is revenue. So we have to measure revenue based on maybe whatever we were able to invest in the business. So if you can measure, you can find that you are making losses, then it means that you are not even in business, because business, the main aim is to make profit. So by doing the analysis using the tools and looking at the cost of maybe the capital that you invested in the business, and then comparing it with the return on investment, you are able to know if maybe you are meeting the specific performances, the KPIs that you have for the business. Maybe the KPI might be that we want by the end of the year we have to reach at this kind of revenue, and then you find that by the end of the year you've not been able to get to that target that you set for the company, then it means that you've not reached it. So you will have to maybe look at what went wrong. That's where now we have to look at diagnostic analytics, whereby you'll ask yourself what went wrong, what happened that we made losses. Maybe if it's customers churning, that is the customers stopped buying the specific product, or maybe the product needs some enhancement, some improvement in it. So you'll have to look at the things as to why, what happened, but that at the end of the year or at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, you are not able to meet the specific needs or the specific target that you have set. And that's where analytics comes in, because
So
at
I bet that is the your responsibility as a data analyst in an organization
yeah,
to
sure,
make.
sure. Now you are able
Okay.
to now to measure in the sense like why I've talked about creating dashboards. The dashboards will be able to help you to monitor what's going on in the field,
Yeah.
or how the business is performing. So you have if you have the dashboards, and at some point you see that the sales are decreasing, or they're going down, then you have to make a way to on how to improve that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I know time is, we are running out of time, but as we come to a conclusion, you can tell us what are some of the challenges do you encounter as a data analyst in your profession?
Yeah, so in my line of work, there are challenges. One of it is collecting data that is meaningful. For example, you have a certain problem, and then you have to collect data that will be able to answer the specific question that you have. Another one we can talk about is data preparation. Oh my, that's now where the challenge comes in, because data preparation takes nearly 80% of your time, because for you to get the insights that you need, for you to be able to get the specific answers to your
Yeah.
questions, or maybe to answer the executives of the stakeholders of the business, then you need to have the right data. So for you to have the right data, remember, data you just collect online. An example is maybe you might be collecting data through Google Forms, and then somebody just answers. Others are answering erroneously. Others are leaving missing values. So you have to know how to deal with such kind of data, and that takes a lot of time. That's what I can say. One of the challenges that data analysts face: cleaning data, because it comes from different sources, comes from
Yeah.
different how do you call it, different ways, and the people maybe who are collecting the data, they didn't know, they didn't understand, so
Yeah.
they just collected the data. Now the bigger work now comes back to you, so you'll have to keep on going back, asking questions like, what did this mean when they collect maybe the range of maybe specific values, asking questions more often, and then so I can talk of the data preparation, or what we call the data cleaning, being one of the bigger challenges. Another thing I can talk about is maybe the employees that you're working with. Some of them
Uh-huh.
don't even understand. They don't understand data. So for you to keep at par with them, so that you may work well with them. Because remember, if you're a data analyst, you cut across the whole company or the whole business. So if you answer questions based maybe on consumers, you'll need to be able to liaise with
Yeah.
the people working in the consumer department. If it's
Yeah.
the human resource, you also have to work with those in the human resource department. So
Okay.
that those people, for example, they don't know more about data. That's another challenge that you might come across with.
Okay. Okay, wow, that's nice. Okay, so thank you so much for making time for us. We appreciate it so much. Yeah. So maybe you can give your last words even as we come to a conclusion.
Okay, okay. So for me, I'm passionate about data, and it's a thing in me. And I believe with data in the current
Mm-hmm.
world, you can be able
Mm-hmm.
to change a lot. You can be able to do a lot with data. Having data at your fingertips and being able to understand what your business is all about, and
Mm-hmm.
being able to draw insights and present them to stakeholders. This is something that gives me happiness because it's a field
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy doing. And so I
Mm-hmm.
think with this, this, how do you say,
Mm-hmm.
give me data and then I'll give you
Mm-hmm.
the insights. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any other thing, but just to
Mm-hmm.
say thank you for your time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you like to connect with me, if there's anyone watching and would like to connect with me, I
Yeah.
think I'll be able to get my information from the video.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. We wish you all the best even in your career life. Yes, and we hope when we call you next time you won't fail to come or to accept our invite.
Okay, okay. I'm very much happy that you considered me for this time, and I
Okay.
believe even with as time goes by, we'll be able to interact more, we'll be able to exchange more ideas
Yeah,
concerning the
sure.
analytics, and I will turn up. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you. So guys, that's all that we had for today. You have heard from Victor. He's a very skilled data analyst. So guys, tell us what you want us to talk about next on our comment section. We will be glad to hear from you. Don't also forget to follow us on our social media platforms. That is Deep Africa at Deep Africa, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's at Deep Africa World, and also call us on our lines, that is 0712500500. You can also visit our website, that is www.deepafrica.com. We have a live chat 24/7. You can call us, contact us. We will be glad to help and assist you. So until next time, same place, same time, is goodbye for now.